The American keg company has been unexpectedly hard hit by the Trump administration's tariffs on imported steel. Now, on the surface, they look like they might benefit because they make all of the kegs that you see here out of U.S.-based and domestically produced steel. But as demand for that U.S.-made steel has gone up, so too have prices. So now it turns out that kegs that are imported from China are actually about $20 cheaper than the ones that they make here. Now, the reason, of course, there's tariffs on imported steel, but not necessarily tariffs on those imported kegs. The company says they've lost about 20% of their business. They've had to basically cut production in half and lay off about a third of their staff.
We used to run 3 shifts. This place used to be packed all the time. People had decent jobs. People had an income that they could count on. And, you know, one day you're giving somebody a chance at employment, and the next day you're telling them they don't have a job anymore.
The company's CEO, Paul Zacher, is actually in Washington, D.C. today. He's testifying in front of the U.S. Trade Representative in support of the additional $200 billion worth of tariffs, because on that list, there would be a tariff levied on the keg that's coming over from China. That's really taken a lot of their market share. So they're hopeful that if that kicks in, that the playing field would be level once again, and that hopefully they can ramp up production and bring back some of the workers that they've lost. Guys, back over to you.
You know, that's complicated, Kate. You start thinking about trying to counter the effects of the tariffs with additional tariffs. That's a pretty tough game to kind of follow how you get to the right level. The president himself has said he'd like to just see all tariffs go away from everybody.
Yeah, I mean, Becky, that's a great point. And what's interesting here is that about 5 years ago, this company used to import kegs from overseas. So they would have been in a position to benefit. But now they make them all here because there was, a demand and a need for U.S.-made products. So, the tables have kind of turned, and now they're on the negative side of what's been going on. So it's really interesting to watch all of these ripple effects of the policies that are put in place.